she's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those altar bridge vibes, no sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live. How are you all doing? How has your week been so far? Let me give you a little bit of a quick rundown as to what is coming up for the Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 3rd of October 2025. Oh my goodness, yeah, you guys, I think you missed this. So by now, we all know about Prince William and that interview he had with Eugene Levy in the Apple TV program. And Prince William threatened Harry. Oh, we're going to get into that for the first topic for today's live stream. Then we're going to get into the second one, illegal eagle. Yeah, Hazza may have just thrown his lawyer, his barrister, under the bus. So we're going to get into that for the second topic for today's live stream. Then we're going to get into the third topic, Megsy's government plot. Yeah, apparently Megsy now has a plot with the government to try and get back into the royal family. Reports are coming out. I'm going to dig into it. Is it true? Is it not? What do you guys think? We'll get into that for the third topic for today's live stream. And then the fourth one, guys, well, that is entirely up to you. The bonus Hazza and Megsy story. And how do you guys get to unlock it? Well, if in the next hour we get 10 super chats, then you guys unlock the bonus Hazza and Megsy story for today's live stream. And this one, we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. It's about Princess Catherine, and it's about her responding to Hazza. Oh, yeah. So that is what is coming up for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday, the 3rd of October, 2025. Thank you so much to everyone that's coming into the live chat right now. Apologies that this isn't simultaneously being broadcast live on X today. I don't know why, but there's a problem with X. Or otherwise known as Twitter back in the day. I'm getting some error message back from Twitter. It's their problem. It's not my problem. So there you go on that. A couple of housekeeping bits before we dive in. First and foremost, you guys may have seen my message from yesterday to you guys. The mic issue. Yes, I am now aware that there is an issue with the mic. For some reason, there is it's not bad. I'll give it that. But there is a little bit of a buzz kind of going on at the moment. And not a good kind of buzz. So, yes, I have tried today to fix it, looking at the wiring and everything else. And, yeah, So, I have ordered 2 new XLR mic cables, and I've also ordered an XLR ground loop noise isolator to hopefully get rid of this buzz once and for all that you might be hearing from this microphone. So thank you so much to everyone that's bared with me this week whilst this issue has been ongoing. But yeah, there you go. We'll see what happens when I get the new equipment to hopefully fix this issue once and for all. I am aware that because, as you guys know, there's been a lot of investment into this studio recently, and I have bought a lot of equipment, right? And so the more equipment that you get into the studio, the higher the chance that the equipment electrically can kind of like interact with each other, but sometimes not in the best way. So because there's a lot of equipment here in a very close proximity, something's going on with one of them that's interacting potentially with this mic that is causing the buzzing problem. So, like I said, I've ordered some new equipment from Amazon. It should be coming tomorrow. I'll get it installed, and hopefully then, goodbye Vienna, goodbye buzzing issue. With that being said, though, going on to political nerds. Oh, wait up. Why was that showing like that? Apologies. It's as if I've never streamed before. Let me just get the right screen on. One moment, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. And let me just sort. Yeah, that's okay there. All right. So, let's get back to that. For those that don't know, I do have a second channel, Political Nerds. Thank you so much to everyone that's already subscribed to my second channel. Yesterday, we passed 50,000 political nerds in the community. And then today, we passed 51,000 political nerds in the community. My goodness, you guys, thank you so much for the support for my second channel. I really do appreciate it. And so on Monday, just to give you guys a heads up, I will be going live on Political Nerds for a Red Alert broadcast to discuss the aftermath of the Manchester Synagogue terrorist attack. There is a lot of information that is coming through at the moment. I'm collating it all. Over the weekend, I'll collate new information, and then on Monday, the aftermath. What happened since that awful, heinous, disgusting terrorist attack in Manchester against a synagogue. I'm going to give you all the information you guys need to know as to what's really going on in the UK. Forget the BBC. Forget mainstream media. Forget the freaking government. Because guess what? They're lying to you. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys on Political Nerds on Monday. So please join me there for the Red Alert broadcast. I'll be broadcasting live. I'm looking at either maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. Maybe 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening UK time, which is 1, 2 o'clock Eastern. So hopefully I'll get to see a lot of you guys there. If you haven't subscribed to Political Nerds, do so right now. Please support the expansion of the Alterverse. I've made sure that if you're watching live, the link to Political Nerds is pinned right at the top of the live chat. If you watch on the replay, it is in the description bar below. With that being said, a couple of thank yous before we jump into the first topic for today's live stream. So, my goodness, Lisa Boo, thank you so much for the $2 sugar book saying, let's get this goal done, Alter Nerds. Yes, let's unlock the bonus Hazard and Megsy story for today. Like I said, it's about Princess Catherine and she's responding to Prince Hazard and he ain't gonna like it. Want to know more? If you can, of course, you guys know what to do. Also, as well, thank you so much to Ms. Freedom 97 for your $2 sugar book saying, hey-oh. Hey up, Ms. Freedom 97. How do? And thank you so much, my goodness, for gifting a wonderful 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Ms. Freedom. Appreciate your face. Thank you so, so much. My goodness. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Lizzie B, I just noticed this saying, I love your mic, Steph. Me too. Me too. Let's see what else you guys. Oh, yeah. Head Mod was like, I was going to say, Stef The Alter Nerd, I was looking for the stream on X. Yeah, there's an issue with X. I was getting some error back, and it's their problem, not mine. So I'm leaving them to it. Emily, you're welcome. Of course I was going to make you a mod in the end. I mean, come on. Come on, guys, of course. Jane says that I'm sounding great through your wireless headphones. Happiest Friday to you. Really? Okay, everyone in the live chat right now, okay? Can you just tell me if you still hear that buzzing noise or not? Just tell me if you still hear the buzzing noise or not. As I'm speaking, can you let me know? Shell Marcy says, sounds like you need to ground your equipment. Yes. So the equipment that I've got from Amazon today, that's exactly what it's going to do. So you get it. Thank you very much. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Michelle says, I'm watching on my TV and I don't hear a hum. Okay. Oh, Alexandra Fingleton says, best political channel on YouTube. Yes, love it. Thank you so much for the kind compliment there. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Anna BD62 says, my Jewish friends are terrified. They know those killed. Bloody hell, I'm so sorry. And this is the thing. The government's done nothing really to protect the Jewish community here in the UK. Like, not all. So, yeah. I'm hearing mumblings that the Jewish community, they're ready to up and leave the UK. They really, really are. And you know what? I would not be surprised. I really, really wouldn't. Sorry, I was just turning off the main light in the studio there. But yeah, I won't be surprised if the Jewish community up and left en masse. I really wouldn't. And it's the government to blame for that. It really, really is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so no buzz. Don't hear. Nope. No buzz. No buzzing. Emily says, I can hear it occasionally, but it's not constant. Head Mod, I have a 500 watt stereo and no buzz. Okay. No buzzing sound, no buzzing. Okay, so, right. Well, I've got the equipment anyway, and that should be coming tomorrow, so at least I've got the equipment just in case it starts to happen again. I'm all right with that. I really, really am. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into the first topic for today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone so far that's contributed towards the Super Chat goal for today to unlock the bonus Hazard and Megsy story. We just need 8 more to unlock it. So if anyone sends a Super Chat sticker, member-only chat, or jumps into today's gifting wars whilst I go through today's stories, I will get to you guys as and when I can. But yeah, let's jump into it right now, guys, because I saw this. And I was like, dude, Prince William is threatening Prince Harry right now. Like, seriously, do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Why I'm thinking this? I'll change the monarchy when I'm king, says Prince William. So let's put it this way. What's he going to change? Is this some kind of veiled threat against Prince Harry? What do you guys think? That's my theory. Do you agree? Well, let's go through the information that we know. So, we all know that Prince William was on the Apple TV show The Reluctant Traveller with Eugene Levy, and oh my goodness, wow. Prince William, like a newfound respect for him in terms of everything that he turned around and said. It was definitely revealing. Now, he says about his future role as king, quote, "I think it's safe to say that change is on my agenda. Change for good, and I embrace that. I enjoy that change. I don't fear it. That's the bit that excites me. The idea of being able to bring some change. Not overly radical, but changes that I think need to happen." Prince William is very, very adamant. He is emphasizing that when he becomes king, change is going to happen. Why? Well, a little bit of amateur linguistic analysis here, guys, that you'll see a lot more on my second channel, Political Nerds, mind you. He says change about 5 times, or a variant of change 5 times. Harry, are you hearing this? Prince William's going to be doing a heck of a lot of changes when he becomes king. And he's got Hazard in his sights. Now, before I get to the receipts of the matter here, he then said about his family history. I think if you're not careful, history can be a real weight and an anchor around you, and you can feel suffocated by it and restricted by it too much. And I think it's important to live for the here and now. There are points when you look at tradition and go, is that still fit for purpose today? Is that still the right thing to do? Are we still doing and having the most impact we could be having? So I like to question things, is what I'm really getting at. So he's also saying that he's going to look at tradition. He's going to look at the whole thing and be like, do we really need this? Do we really need that? Or do we really need Prince Hazard to be the Duke of Sussex? Do we really need Hazard and Megsy to be on the website? Do we really need Hazard and Megsy to have any formal links in any way, shape or form to the royal family? I mean, think about it. He emphasizes the word change or variant of change quite a lot. Now, this is the thing. I do see this as a veiled threat against Hazard, warning him that when he becomes king, there are going to be changes that perhaps Hazard is not going to be like. Because this is the thing, right? Ever since the reunion, it's been reported that Prince William is determined more than ever to cut Hazard off. And so an insider says, William is more determined than ever to cut Harry off altogether. As a result, Prince of Wales is said to be infuriated that Hazard has pulled off a 12-month master plan to try and re-ingratiate himself back into the royal family. An insider explaining to the Daily Mail, William is back at the point where if you mention Prince Harry in his presence, he would throw you out of the room. He's doubling down. He's also said to be distraught over Hazard's potential return, opening old wounds which had been allowed to lie dormant but never fully heal. And what changes will Prince William reportedly make once he becomes king? they can say bye-bye, first and foremost, to their titles. Now, there's another change, reportedly, that Prince William's going to make, and I'm going to get onto that in a moment, so stay tuned. But the insider saying that behind the scenes, people are saying that the royals have quietly sanctioned the title removal. So instead of now being rumours that they're going to do it, now the story has progressed further to the royal family has quietly agreed that they are going to remove Harry and Meghan's titles behind the scenes. They say the removal would require an act of parliament, but those in the know say the palace has already called several secret meetings to discuss the possibility and put an actionable plan in place. Now, King Charles is saying isn't going to pull the trigger himself, but he has given his blessing to Prince William to pull the trigger once he becomes king in the future. Now, we know on season 1 of With Love Megxie, she turns round to Mindy Kaling and be like, you know that I'm Meghan Markle. I'm not Meghan Markle, I'm Meghan Sussex now. Yeah? Well, that pissed off the royals. The insiders saying the royals are absolutely furious that Meghan continues to flaunt the Sussex title for her and Harry's own self-gain. When King Charles does pass away, it's certainty that William will pull the trigger and strip her and Harry of their titles and their HRH status. The source warning that William is no pushover. His loyalty lies with the monarchy, not with the sibling or sister-in-law who he believes betrayed the family. And caution saying, Harry and Megxie gotta tread carefully now, because Prince William will not hesitate to erase them completely once he becomes king. And this is the thing. There are now reports coming in that not only will Prince William, once he ascends to the throne, remove their titles, but also, erase them completely, remove them from the line of succession, remove the Sussexes from the line of succession, Hazza, Lily and Archie. Here you go. Prince William plots ultimate revenge against Hazza and Meghan Markle. Prince William is planning Prince Harry's removal from the line of succession, according to sources. And so, going around full circle here, when Prince William is turning round and saying, I'll change the monarchy when I'm king, you're telling me that's not a threat against Hazza? Turning round and saying, when I'm king, there's going to be changes and you're not going to like it. Now, I'm all up for these changes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm all for them, right? Remove their titles, remove them from line of succession, remove them from the royal website, cut all official ties from them, done and dusted. I'm all for that. Hell freaking yeah. Prince William, he does not misspeak as far as I'm concerned. He definitely chooses his words carefully, and he will have been fully briefed and fully prepped before this interview ever took place, right? He'll have worked with the courtiers, he'll have worked with the PR, he'll have worked with the press office, the whole lot. Don't just think that this is just some throwaway comment. Why? Because again, when you look at what he says, he emphasizes the word change and variants of change at least 5 times in this paragraph here of where he's being quoted. So it is on purpose that he's saying that he's going to change the monarchy when he's king. And that, Hazza and Megxie have definitely got to see that as a threat. As in, when I become king, Hazza and Megxie, there's going to be changes in the monarchy, and I don't think you're going to like it one little bit. Oh, I'm all here for it, but what do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. We're going to get into the second topic in a moment because Prince Harry, he's just thrown his lawyer under the bus. You know, I read this story and I have that Benny Hill theme tune in my head. If you want to know more, Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun and get into that in a moment. If you haven't done so already, whilst you are here, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Do you think this is some kind of veiled threat against Hazza and Megxie, really? I think it is. What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat. If you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the live chat before we roll on to the second topic for today's live stream. Big SM, thank you so much for the £2 sugar buck, saying sorry, but Prince William is going to stop the grand ceremony. Yeah, I think he's going to be doing that. And I'm all for modernizing, changing with the times, right? I am all for that. I just hope that whatever Prince William does when he's king, it doesn't dilute what we already have. If that makes sense, I hope it does. All the pomp and ceremony, it's something that we're known for. It's a very British thing. I hope that he doesn't dilute that, in a sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. Kizzy, thank you so much for the $2 sugar buck, saying for stuff. Thank you. I mean, all these sugar bucks are going towards the equipment I bought earlier on to fix this mic issue because, yeah, you're saying you guys are hearing the buzzing sound now, so... yeah, I'll install the new equipment when I get it tomorrow. Lisa Boo, thank you so much for sharing my third newest channel, Baccarat Nerds, over on Kick. I haven't streamed really this week because the game that I play, Avantage Baccarat, they are doing updates behind the scenes. So that's why it's not been working for me. They are keeping me up to date. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be fixed soon so I can get back to having some freaking fun on it because it is a lot of fun. Mic drop Lisa, thank you so much for the £2 sugar buck, saying I still hear the static when you talk. There we go. Okay, so fine. I'll install the equipment then when I get it tomorrow from Amazon. Thank you very much for letting me know. Appreciate it. Let's see. Sans Puri 184 says, I bet Megxie's in full panic mode right now. Oh yeah. I bet she is as well. I think you're going along the same lines as me, that this is a threat towards Hazza and Megxie from Prince William. I'm all for that. I'm all for Prince William showing his strength at this point and being like, I'm not letting you bozos get away with this anymore. I've got your number. Your time is nearly up. Screw you. I'm Gucci with that. I really am. Let's see. Tracy Floyd says, I would say go for it, Prince William. Get rid of the Rock. Woo woo. Yep, I would say so as well. Oh, hey up. Flapper 27 in the house. Hey up, mate. How's it going? How's your week been? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Now, with that being said, let's crack on to the second story for today's live stream, because you know how earlier on this week, all the headlines was, oh, Prince Harry is dragging Prince William and Princess Catherine into his lawsuit against the Daily Mail, this, that, and the other. And it was either yesterday or the day before, I provided you guys with a video where I was like, yeah, there's a bigger story to this. And Hazza's been allegedly caught out trying to cook up a scheme against the court, basically. Well, now he's throwing his lawyer under the bus. Hey Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Prince Harry has just thrown his lawyer under the bus. So earlier on this week, the headline came out: Hazard has dragged Prince William and Princess Catherine into his lawsuit against the Daily Mail. Now, I did a video reporting on that, but I said, look, there's actually a deeper, more sinister story that not a lot of people have actually focused on, which is that it's also explaining how Hazard may have cooked up a scheme to try and essentially finagle with the statute of limitations. Yeah, well, there's an update to this whole freaking mess now, really, in the grand scheme of things. And, yeah, it's this. Hazard is throwing his lawyer under the bus. So he's now turning around and saying, right, oh, no, it's not my fault that Prince William and Princess Catherine were dragged into my lawsuit against the Daily Mail. It wasn't. It's not my fault at all. Whose fault is it? Oh, he's blaming his sodding lawyer, his barrister. Prince Harry has appeared to blame his own lawyer in a row over Prince William being dragged into his High Court case. Like, what the frick? And so we know that Hazard is suing the Daily Mail publisher for the same things: illegal information gathering, phone hacking, blah, 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 right? And so he's now trying to distance himself from his barrister by making it known that he was not responsible for the arguments at the hearing earlier on this week that dragged Prince William and Princess Catherine into his lawsuit. And so a source close to Hazard, and I believe it's Hazard himself, but whatever, okay, insisted that Hazard wasn't personally dragging his brother into the legal dispute and wasn't aware of the evidence presented as part of the general case argument made by his barrister, David Sherburn. Source added that Harry was not responsible for the arguments made by David Sherburn. So this is the thing. You what? Do you believe that BS? Because I know I don't. Let me put it this way to you, okay, guys? I've dealt with lawyers in the past. I am friends with a number of lawyers, not only in America, but here in the UK as well. I'm very, very lucky and fortunate enough to call many of them my friends. And let me put it this way to you. A lawyer or barrister working for you is going to outline exactly what they're going to say. Is going to outline the exact arguments they're going to put forward into court before it ever is uttered in the court. Because the lawyer or barrister is the legal mouthpiece for you, right? They are talking, they are arguing on your behalf. And they're doing it because they have the qualifications to be able to do so. They have the legal know-how and the legal knowledge to be able to do so. We don't. That's why we hire lawyers and barristers to speak on our behalf and make the legal arguments and the legal statements in a language that we are just not fluent in. But they are, right? And before they even make those arguments, before they even make those statements, they walk it through with you. They say, right, I am your mouthpiece. I am your legal representative in this case. This is where I want to go. These are the arguments I want to make. This is what I want to say. What do you think to it? Because ultimately, the barrister and the lawyer, they work for you. It's not the other way around. It is unprecedented that a barrister or a lawyer is going to make an argument or going to make a statement that hasn't already been pre-agreed with the client in the first place. But this is essentially what Hazard is now trying to allegedly argue, right? That, oh, no. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. I didn't have any prior forewarning that my barrister, my lawyer, was going to drag my brother and my sister-in-law into the Daily Mail lawsuit. Bull effing shiz. Bull effing shiz. No. He knew. How could he have not known? How could he have not known? If he didn't know, if it's true, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Before I go further and show you some more information. If it's true, right, what Hazard's saying, that he didn't have any prior forewarning that his lawyer, his barrister, was going to drag his brother and sister-in-law into his lawsuit against the Daily Mail, then the next thing Hazard should be doing is firing his barrister, firing his lawyer. Because ultimately his barrister and lawyer has done something that Hazard hasn't approved of, and based on his denial, still doesn't approve of it anyway. So the next thing Hazard should be doing is firing his barrister. And if he does not fire his barrister, then for me, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, it only means one thing. He's lying to you when he says he had no forewarning whatsoever that his lawyer was going to drag Prince William and Princess Catherine into the Daily Mail lawsuit. It's as simple as that. Now, Royal Thoughts on X reminded us actually of what Megsy also tried to do a few years ago now, saying first Meghan Markle was Little Miss Forgetful, and now it's being reported that Prince Harry's legal team hatched a scheme to mislead the High Court. Misinformation and lack of accountability, two things Prince Harry says he is. And this is the thing, right? Hazard now trying to throw his lawyer under the bus. For me, he is just promoting misinformation and lack of accountability. Misinformation because I don't believe his denial in the first place. It makes zero damn freaking sense, as per my explanation earlier on. And secondly, he's not holding himself to account and being like, yeah, I agree to this. I agree to this. Of course they're going to be included because of X, Y, and Z. Blah, 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 right? Now, MRC over on X, hang on a minute. Looks like, sorry. I'm just trying to, there we go. MRC here, when I can get the right clip up, sorry about this, guys, says Hazard is screwed essentially, whichever way he tries to explain this. Either he knew they were going to be included, or he's incompetent, ignorant, and dumb. Here we go. MRC at Brigantia on X saying, so he runs straight to V-Wood, Victoria Ward, to claim innocence. Such rubbish. Of course he knew his brother and sister-in-law were going to be included. And if by chance he didn't, then he's more useless than it appears. As Royal Thought says here, liar, liar, pants are on frickin' fire. Now, Angela Levin has responded to all of this saying, and how he thinks he's going to be brought back into the warmth of the royal family. The only reason, as far as I'm concerned, right, that Hazard is denying that he agreed to this or that he knew prior that they were going to be dragged into his lawsuit is to try and keep the royal family sweet because he's trying to get back in, right? Oh, I see through this legal jiggery poo, don't you? And ultimately, right, Maria Montessori provides the ultimate smackdown. Sorry, Harry, but your barrister doesn't do anything without your say-so. Caught lying again. This case is nothing to do with William and Catherine. No, it's not. And like I said, a barrister, lawyer, is not going to make an argument in court or make a statement unless beforehand he's gone through it with the client and if the client agrees with it or not. So, if what Hazard is saying is true, right, and the barrister basically went rogue and produced an argument and statement bringing in Prince William and Princess Catherine without Hazard's without forewarning Hazard and without Hazard's agreement, then the next thing Hazard should do is fire his barrister because his barrister has gone rogue. And if he doesn't fire his barrister, then for me, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, it only means one thing. Hazard's denial is a pack of lies. It's BS. He knew that the barrister was going to make that argument and bring in Prince William and Princess Catherine. And now he's just trying to publicly deny it and throw his barrister under the bus to publicly save face. That's my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But enough about what I think. What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. We're going to get into the third topic in a moment. Meg's plot with a government to get back into the royal family. Yeah, there's reports out there. What the deuce is going on? We're going to get into that in the third topic for today's live stream. If you haven't done so already, though, please do make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on Stef The Alter Nerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below on the replay your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you believe Hazard's denial or do you think it's a load of BS? What do you guys think? If you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments down below. Those watching live, stay exactly where you are. We're not done with you yet. But for those on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the second topic for today's live stream. We're going to get into the third one in a moment. A few thank yous before we do so. My goodness, Flapper27. Hearts in the chat for Flapper27. My goodness, thank you so much for that wonderful $50 sugar bucks. Wow. Thank you so much. That's going a long way to paying for the equipment I've ordered today to fix this mic issue. For those that don't know, and I'm going to always be transparent with you guys, I spent close to £100 to actually now fix this mic issue that you guys are experiencing at the moment. So yeah, Flabber27, that major sugar bucks there. Wow, definitely putting a large dent into the equipment I've bought today. So thank you so much. Hearts in the chat right now for Flapper27. My goodness, you freaking legend, mate. Thank you. Actually, do you know what? Hang on a minute. Yeah. Sorry, I just needed to check something and we are all good. Yeah. Hearts in the chat. I want to see hearts in the chat right now for Flapper27. My goodness, thank you. Chris Mills, thank you so much for that very generous £10 sugar bucks. Saying, why would Harry's lawyer set him up for contempt of court? It's not, how do I put this? The barrister, and I'm going to go back to Flapper27 in a moment, because I do have an answer for you. And yeah, okay. Why would Harry's lawyer set him up for contempt of court? It's not a contempt of court if the barrister drags Prince William and Princess Catherine into the lawsuit, but doesn't let Hazard know beforehand that he's going to do that. That's not really contempt of court, by my understanding anyway. Flabber27, so blessed. How are you, Steph? I needed to take a few moments to kind of think about what I'm going to say here. But I'm not doing too well. I'm not. I am struggling. I'm struggling because of my family situation that I've touched upon that you guys will know about. And yeah, I let's put it this way. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't. So, yeah. For those that don't know, I do have a history of depression. It is what it is. A lot of people do. It's still a stigma for some communities and some countries. I don't know why. But yeah, I do have a history of depression, and yeah, I think it's coming back a little bit. But it is what it is. And so I work through it. I ask for the help. And I get through it best I can. The last time I had to be on antidepressants was, bloody hell, be during lockdown. So you're talking a good, I want to say 3-4 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, recovery takes time, and this kind of recovery takes time. The medication takes time to build up in your system for it actually to start taking effect, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So yeah, how am I? That's the answer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is what it is, right? But yeah, we get through it. Mr. Fox is supporting me the best way he can right now. And yeah, I've beaten this before and I'll beat it again. I've gone through worse depression, kind of, what would you call it? Worse depression eras than this, I suppose, So yeah, I crack on, and yeah, the moment you give up is the moment you lose, and I'm not in the habit of freaking losing. I just really am not. I don't give a shiz about losing. I give a shiz about winning. So there you go, guys. That's me. That's my answer. How am I doing? There you go, guys. There you go. Kizzy Arsenu, thank you so much for the $2 Sugarbuck saying, Harry, cry me a river. I know, right? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yes, it freaking was. Come on. I didn't include him. Yes, you freaking did. This is the thing, right? The other thing, I've just thought of it right now. The other thing that really kind of pisses me off with his denial is this. Where would his barrister have got the information from to actually drag Prince William and Princess Catherine into the lawsuit in the first place? Think about it. Where would his lawyer, his barrister, have got the information to even think about dragging Prince William and Princess Catherine into this in the first place? And as the cheek to turn around and say, I didn't know he was going to do it beforehand. It came as a shock to me. Piss off! Come on, seriously? I don't buy that for a second, do you? Alexandra, thank you so much for that very generous £9.99 sugar bucks. Appreciate your face. Saying, great show. Thank you. I'll be going live again this Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. So I hope you guys join me then for another fun live stream. And then I'll be going live on Monday over on Political Nerds around about 6-7 o'clock in the evening UK time, which is about 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern. to give you guys the aftermath of the Manchester synagogue terrorist attack. A lot has happened. And a lot has gone down, and the mainstream media, the government, they're lying to you. So I'm getting all the actual information together, and I'm going to present it to you guys on Monday, because it's worse than you think. It really is. It's more effed up than you think. It's more worse and more effed up than the government, the authorities, and the mainstream media will have you believe. It's screwed. It's absolutely screwed, guys. Big SM says, maybe Harry was okay and just too stupid to understand. Maybe. But to me, I think it's very simple for Hazza to understand whether his barrister is going to drag his brother and sister-in-law into his Daily Mail lawsuit or not. To me, there's no complexity with that. There really isn't, as far as I'm concerned, anyhow. Lisa Boo. Oh, Lisa Boo. Thank you so much for the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. For those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. There are hearts coming from its tail. When you lift the tail from the doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You are very freaking welcome. With that being said, let's jump into the third topic for today's live stream. So, yeah, Megsy apparently, allegedly, is plotting with the government to try and get back into the royal family. You think this plot's going to work? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Meghan Markle allegedly is now plotting with the government to try and get back into the royal family because her brand has failed, her series has failed, every other project with Netflix has failed, everything that she touches is failing. And so what has she got left? Tail between her legs to try and get back into the royal family. Here's the article right here from the Daily Mail, exclusive, Richard Eden, how senior government figures have joined the establishment plot to bring back Harry and Meghan, I'm told. I exposed scheming against William and Kate last week. Now there's a twist even I didn't see. And so he's saying 2 days after he exposed an establishment plot to undermine the Prince and Princess of Wales and bring back Hazza and Megsy, accusations were made public last week about a rival conspiracy. Now, these claims emanated from Hazza himself, who decided to voice his suspicions that sources, or the men in grey suits, right, were at work trying to ruin his hopes of a reconciliation with the king and then eventually the rest of the royals. And so, in response to the story, Hazza's spokesperson has said that these claims were pure invention fed, one can only assume, by sources intent on sabotaging any reconciliation between father and son. But the spokesperson didn't elaborate on who the sources might have been. He also corrected part of the Sun's report about the gifts that had been exchanged, yada, 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 as we all know, right? The thing is, though, there's no evidence of a plot against Hazza. It's either all in his mind or he's trying to manufacture it to maintain this narrative that he's still the perpetual victim and we all need to feel sorry for him and we all need to bring him back into the fold. I don't think so, do you? Now, the Sun's report, he says, is likely to have been the result of secondhand whispers from who knows where. In my experience, Harry's remaining friends and colleagues in California are just as gossipy as the ones he left behind in this country. The real plot is the one that the journalist says he exposed last week, which involves a relentless public relations campaign waged by Hazza and Megsy aimed at restoring the couple back to our affections, right? the public affections. And what was this relentless PR campaign waged allegedly by Hazza and Megxie? Well, I noticed it, didn't you? All of a sudden, all these nasty stories about Prince William and Princess Catherine, they came out of freaking nowhere. What the deuce was going on? Well, the theory goes that it was Hazza and Megxie that did it all to try and demonise Prince William and Princess Catherine and level themselves up, Hazza and Megxie, so that they become more liked than Prince William and Princess Catherine. Guess what, bozos? It didn't freaking work. This is the thing, though. Here's the twist. And so the journalist says it's worrying King Charles has been drawn into this, aided by some key figures of the establishment behind the scenes. Since last week, I've heard claims that senior government figures are also keen for Harry and Meghan to reconcile with the royal family. So now the government, or as I like to call them over on Political Nerds, the Labour dictatorship, because they're a dictatorship. They are not a government. They are a dictatorship, right? They've literally turned around. Millions of us have signed a petition saying we don't want digital IDs. The government's just responded back saying, tough, we're going to introduce them whether you like it or not. That's not a freaking government working for the people. That's a government working against the people. That's a dictatorship. And it looks like they're working against us when it comes to Hazza and Megxie as well. Because now the dictatorship are like, yeah, we want Hazza and Megxie back. They are totally off their rocker. They really, really are. What the hell are they smoking? What the frick? Many on the left, they say, hailed Megxie as a symbol of change in the monarchy when she married Hazza in 2018 and still yearn for her return. Now, this is the thing, right? That is true. Even I was happy for her to join the royal family because I was like, oh my goodness. And I've said this before. Oh my goodness. We've got this wonderful, pretty actress, right? As we thought of her at the time, of course. Now, hindsight, we know different. And she's mixed race, and she's an actress, and she's from Hollywood. Oh my goodness, this is a step forward into the future, step forward into modernization for the royal family, right? We all were thinking the same thing. Whether you were right, left, centrist, whatever, we all thought the same thing at the time here. Again, hindsight, yeah, we don't think that anymore. But many on the left, the woke left, still want her back. So they say, well, while they may be happy to ignore the deeply hurtful claims she has made about Princess Catherine and others, the journalist says, I don't believe there should be any reconciliation unless it's accompanied by genuine apologies from Hazza and Megxie for the damage they have done. You know what? Even if at this point they made genuine apologies, I still won't let them back. Because to me, how can you ever trust them again after everything that they've done in the last 5 years since Megxit? But the chilling thing to this story is that now senior government figures want her and Hazza to come back to the royal family. It's their freaking wet dream. For us, it's a freaking nightmare. So I'm just asking for a friend here. But is Megxie and Hazza behind the scenes plotting with the UK freaking government to try and get back into the royal family? I won't be surprised really at the end of the day. Apologies, itchy nose there. I won't be surprised at the end of the day. Because our Labour dictatorship does have a freaking track record here of doing things that the public don't want them to do, that we object to, but they still do it anyway. This would just be the latest in the line of actions that they do against the British public. But enough about what I think. What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. You guys have, my goodness, thank you so much for this. Unlocked the bonus Hazza and Megxie story for today's live stream. And this one, woo, we're going to have a laugh with this one. Princess Catherine has responded to Hazza's latest accusation. What am I talking about? Well, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. But if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think that Megxie is plotting with the government to try and get back into the royal family? Or do you at least think that our Labour dictatorship want Megxie and Hazard to come back to the royal family? I do believe that. I do believe that our Labour dictatorship wants Hazard and Megxie to get back into the royal family. That I wholeheartedly am like, yeah, that sounds like two-tier kid to me. What do you guys think? If you watch it on replay, let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. For those on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the third topic for today's live stream. Again, thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in and is sticking with me right to the end. Thank you for your kind words from earlier on. I did read them, I did notice them, so thank you so much for that. I hate it when people ask if you're okay and they lie and they say they are. You're not okay, just say you're not okay. It's okay not to be okay, you know. Sounds a little bit of a mouthful and tongue twister, but it's true. True. Lady Tammy, thank you so much for that very generous $5 sugar buck, saying, when Hazard and Megxie got married, I felt bad for your king that had to abdicate to marry his divorced American actress. They should have never changed that rule. You say that, but you know what? I'm okay with them changing that rule. I really am. I really am. So I understand where you're coming from, but nah, I'm Gucci with it. I really am. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the final and the bonus Hazard and Megxie story for today's live stream. So let's get into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Princess Catherine and a heck of a lot of the senior members of the royal family have responded to Hazard's latest accusation. Now, what am I talking about? Well, we all know how Hazard blamed the men in grey suits, right, for trying to sabotage his reconciliation with King Charles. If he wants to find the men in grey suits sabotaging his reconciliation, all he needs to do is look in the damn mirror. Shiz the freaking bed, right, guys? Well, it looks like Princess Catherine, amongst other senior royals, are responding to this absurd accusation the way they do best, though. Classy, yet very effective. So here we've got the British Prince saying the senior royals in grey suits is hilarious. Their humour is great, showing they call the shots and not some make-believe shadowy characters, you pleb. Harry, we'll see you when we want. Right now, we don't trust is lacking. Stop with your nonsense. String unity messages. And look, oh my goodness, look at the scary people in the grey suits. Hazard's worst nightmare. You've got the king, you've got Prince William, you've got Princess Catherine, you've even got Princess Anne. Here we've got Princess Catherine meeting personnel and their families at RAF Conisbee. The base is home to one of the RAF's quick reaction alert teams, standing ready 24/7 to protect UK airspace. And oh my goodness, I mean, she looks absolutely stunning, as always, right? But oh my goodness, for Hazard, oh, it's the people in the grey suits! Oh! What an absolute dumbass he is. Let's go further. Princess Catherine takes to the skies, sorta, flying a jet in RAF Conisbee simulator like a pro. I mean, this looks fun, okay? I want to try this. This looks like a lot of fun. Now, I have played Microsoft Flight Simulator before. Oh my goodness. That game, just as a side note, I'm like being proper nerdy here, but that game is like over 100 gigs. It's no joke. It really, really is no joke. And the game itself is actually fabulous. I've played it before. It is wonderful. But doing it like this is like next level. I would love, love, love to try that, right? This one, though, from Prince and Princess of Wales fan, a real legend of aviation is smitten with the Princess of Wales. Yeah. She flies better than Azza. To be fair, when you look at this, she should have got the Legends of Aviation award, not him. And yeah, Prince and Princess of Wales fan kind of commenting on that, saying a real legend of aviation is smitten with the Princess of Wales. And we see, look at all this, the adorable photos of the princess with the children on the day as well. Now, when we see pictures of Megxie with children, yeah, we see the disconnect, right? I don't see no disconnect here with the princess and the children. Like, she is an absolute diamond for us and the British royal family. She really is. Now, this is my favourite picture of the princess in that dreaded grey suit. Da, da, da! Oh my goodness! Here's another one in a grey suit trying to sabotage me. Ah! Yeah, all right. But yeah, this is my favourite picture from Princess Catherine on the day with all the children. Like, you can just see, just the expression. It's warmth. It's happiness. It's realness. Something that Megxie really lacks on, do you know what I mean, right? Now, even King Charles, like I said before, he's even at it in his finest grey suit. And not only that, but the Duchess of Gloucester. She was on an engagement, British Prince saying, talk about a unified message. We call the shots, not some make-believe boogeymen in grey suits. Damn right. Now, Mon Petit Chow is asking a question that I know I'm thinking it. Are you? And it's this. Are the grey suits a coincidence or are they trolling? Oh, this is a response to Hazza. They are trolling big time. And they're smiling whilst they do it. I'm like, snaps and claps. Snaps and claps right now. That is how you freaking do it. That is how you put Hazza in his place with his stupid freaking comments about the men in grey suit situation. This is how you do it. Yes. Now, going around full circle here, all right? The British Prince is saying what we're all thinking here as far as I'm concerned, and it's this. The senior royals in grey suits is hilarious. Their humour is great, showing they call the shots and not some make-believe shadowy characters, you pleb. Harry, we'll see you when we want. Right now, we don't. Trust is lacking. Stop with your nonsense. String unity messages. Now, there were a lot of funny memes that came out from this whole situation. You guys know by now, I like to share some of the funniest memes that I find with any of the stories that I report on this channel right now. In second place for funniest meme, drum roll please. Yeah, I really need a sound prompt for the drum roll, don't I? But anywho, you the fantasy's set hopefully in your head. Ta-da! This is the second funniest meme I found. Grey suits everywhere. Hazza dreaming. Megxie behind him. The dream turns into a nightmare. Grey suits everywhere. As Princess Catherine in her gorgeous grey suit appears in his nightmare of the men in grey suits trying to sabotage and ruin him. But, oh guys, you think that's funny? In first place for the funniest meme I could find from this story, right, is this from the British Prince. Royal watchers are hilarious. At Katarina 313 put Orla in a grey suit. Oh, like, I'm still laughing my tits off even now, still seeing this, right? But my goodness, when I initially saw this, I was downstairs and I was on my phone, just, you know, looking on X and seeing what was out there and collecting all the information for the live stream today, right? And I saw this. I just all of a sudden just burst out laughing my tits off. And Mr. Fox was like, what the frick? He got startled. He got startled. He was like, that just came out of nowhere. What the hell's going on? Are you all right? Are you hurt? I was like, no. You gotta look at this. So, yeah. Funniest meme for this story goes to British Prince at Freedom 007 and Katarina 313. Yeah. Do you know what, though? Orla looks better in a grey suit than Hazza. Don't you think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet, but for those that haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below if you're watching on the replay, your opinion, conspiracy, theory, whatever. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. For those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the bonus Hazza and Megsy story for today's live stream. Special thank you to everyone that was able to contribute to today's super chat goal to be able to unlock the bonus Hazza and Megsy story. I appreciate your faces. I'm going to go through a few of your comments in the live stream before we finish today's live. Same rules apply. Anyone that sends super chat sticker, member only chat, your chats are guaranteed to be read. Anyone else, I'll pick and choose what stands out to me, but your chats are not guaranteed to be read, so do bear that in mind. So let's have a little bit of a gander and see what you guys are saying. So let's have a looky loo. Ina Goodon, here we go. Let's have a look what you're saying. So if Lady McMeghan, that's the bit that caught my eye. Lady McMeghan, I like that. If Lady McMeghan and her faltering hubby got back into the royal family as active members, their destructive skills would help bring down the British monarchy rapidly and devastatingly. So, yeah. This is the thing, right? If the royal family do bring back Hazza and Megsy, that's the end. That's the end. That's the beginning of the end of it all. They are the least liked members of the royal family. When you look at the polls, the only one that is disliked more is Prince Andrew. And that's saying something, right? So, yeah, the royal family, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They are not going to accept Hazza and Megsy back as working members of the royal family. They're not going to accept them back as half in, half out at all. Or even full-time. It's just not going to happen. What would happen, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is that they will, I think, they'll turn round and they'll be like, you know what? If you want to come back to the family, fine. But they'll treat them like Prince Andrew. Sweep them under the carpet. Put them in corner. We know they're there, but they don't have anything to do with the royal family publicly or all like that. I could potentially see that happening. But being working members of the royal family, no. Not a chance in freaking hell. No way. Chris Mills, thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks. Saying, have you seen Klepto Meg's new as ever perfume? Ode de Dog. I love that. Oh, do you know what, actually? That reminds me. Just a little bit of a side note. For those that don't know, I do have a merch store, StefTheAlterNerd.com. And there's something that I released recently, and it's called the Bacon Brigade Collection. So for those that have been following me on Political Nerds, a few weeks ago, I did a video where quite literally, and I showed you the clip, a man was arrested here in the UK for literally saying, I love bacon. So guess what? You can now go on to StefTheAlterNerd.com, go to the Bacon Brigade Collection, and you can pronounce to the world your love for bacon in various ways. So we've got women's t-shirts, men's t-shirts, and hats as well, and beanies. Now, if I just click on one of them, you guys get to see the different designs that I did. And I've done these designs via AI. Okay, I did it via AI, but they're my designs. And so we've got Save Our Bacon, a couple of versions of that. We've got Make Bacon Great Again. We've got I Love Bacon, a couple of variations of that. And we also have Oh De Bacon. which is why, Chris Mills, this is why I've kind of showing you this now, because what you just said reminded me of that. So, yeah, if you want to declare to the world your love for bacon in various ways, by all means, go on StefTheAlterNerd.com. You have no idea, I had so much fun designing these things. I really, really did. And so, yeah, I shiz you not. Like I said, I reported it on Political Nerds last few weeks, and I showed you the clip. A guy was arrested for saying, I love bacon. Seriously. For those that don't live in the UK, if you think it's bad here, you've got no freaking idea. You really don't. You only know the surface of it all. Seriously, it's worse than you freaking think here. It's why I'm saying to all my friends over in America and elsewhere in the world, right? If you want to come to the UK right now, don't. For the love of everything freaking holy unholy and everything else in between, do not even set foot in the UK. Don't even consider it. Don't even think about it, right? Don't. Because you can get arrested for literally saying, I love bacon. There's now people in the streets, right, that are preaching. So I'm an atheist, okay? Freely admit that. However, I'm also of the mind that people can believe what they want, preach what they want, as long as it doesn't incite hatred, violence, and all that jazz, right? Fine. Britain is a Christian country. But saying that, you now get accused of being racist. Shiz the freaking bed, right? But it's the reality. Britain is a Christian country. And we are now seeing clips on the internet of Christian preachers getting arrested for preaching the Bible, for preaching the word of God, as they say it. Yeah. Because other people are offended by it. Other people don't like it. So they call the police, say that they're offended, say they don't like it, and then the police goes to the preacher and freaking arrests them. Yeah. However, interestingly enough, if you live in an area where there's a mosque, they do what? 5 calls a day? In the loudspeaker, the call to prayer that they do? They do that 5 times a day, if I know correctly that. And it ain't quiet. It's extremely loud. So it's okay for them to do that 5 times a day. Yeah. This call to prayer. Yeah, it's not okay for a Christian preacher to go out in public and preach the Bible and the Word of God. Yeah. Whatever you guys think, if you're abroad right now, elsewhere, international, it's worse than you think in the UK right now. It really is. So, yeah, going around full circle, there's the Bacon Brigade collection, if you would like to peruse and see what's out there. I've ordered my t-shirts and whatnot, so they are going to be coming, and I'm wearing them. I don't give a shiz. I don't give a shiz at all. I like bacon. For those in the back, I freaking love bacon. There is nothing wrong with liking and loving bacon. There really isn't, okay? So, yeah, there you go. GG77, going back to the bonus Hazard and Megsy story. The League of Grey Suits are totally trolling. Oh, yeah, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the troll. I really do. Oh, Sarge, thank you. I'll be looking forward to seeing them after this stream. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, honey. Hazard needs an intervention. I think he needs more than that now, to be fair. Oh, Emily Cheatham. Yes, I like bacon. Okay, everyone in the chat right now, okay, if you like or love bacon, okay, can you just, you know, let me know in the live chat, please, so I'm not alone. Do you like and love bacon? Let me know in the live chat right now. Who are the bacon lovers out there? I want to know out there right now who my fellow bacon lovers are. Let me know. Let's go. Dude! Yes! Charlie Lee Weeb singing I Love Bacon to the tune of I Love Candy. Oh my goodness. Shiz the freaking bed. How did I not even think of that? Okay, here we go. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da. Not in my wildest freaking dreams did I ever think there was gonna be a reality where I'd be live streaming doing that. And I don't regret one freaking moment of it. So there you go. There you go. Oh, wow. Bacon and cheese toasted sandwich. Oh, my goodness, yes. Do you know what? I love bacon in a variety of ways. One of the ways that I love bacon is pigs in blankets, is what we call them. And for those that are thinking, what the hell are you talking about there? I love nice, juicy, proper pork sausage, right? Not, you know, the ones that are full of fat, yeah? Proper meaty sausage from the butcher. Proper slice of bacon. Wrap the bacon around the sausage and then put it in the oven. Pigs in blankets. If you've never tried it, try it. It's revolutionary. Your life will change forever. And I seriously, I'm not even over-exaggerating. I mean it. Your life will change forever. If you've never tried pigs in blankets, do it now. Do it now. F off this live stream. Go to your kitchen and get a nice sausage, nice bacon. Try it. Oh, and dip it in like either barbecue sauce or tomato ketchup. Or, do you know what? I'm making that when I get off here. That's what I'm having for tea. Pigs in blankets. I'm done. I'm done. Thank God Kevin Bacon is American. To be fair, yeah. To be fair. True. Flabber27 says, is this because the Muslim community is trying to take over? That's what a lot of people think. That's what a lot of people think. But the British Revolution has started. And it's not stopping now. It really isn't. We are reclaiming our identity, our culture, our freedom of speech. We are reclaiming it. We are fighting for it peacefully and legally, mind you, of course. But yeah, the revolution is on. Um, let's see. Hey, here we go. The bacon love has begun. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wow. Guys, yes. Do that again, Steph. All right, here we go. Only for you, Flapper 27, of course. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love bacon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. There you go. Big SM, thank you so much for the £5 sugar buck, saying, Steph, don't forget that women arrested for conducting silent prayer in her head while standing in a zone close to an abortion clinic. Yeah. There's so much that's wrong with the UK at the moment. Now, let me be very clear on this, okay? How do I put this? I'll just come out and say it. I'm for abortion. Now, if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. Okay? Not a problem. But I'm okay with it. I really, really am. For reasons that I'm not going to divulge. But I'm okay with it. Others aren't. And I understand why others aren't, okay? I understand the arguments. I really, really do. But personally for me, I'm okay with it. What I'm not okay with are those women and men being arrested in the, for want of a better phrase, the abortion zone that the government places around these clinics, right? Where these people are being arrested for silent prayer. I'm sorry, but what the frick is this nonsense? They're not doing anything. They're not saying anything. They're only just stood there. That's it. That's it. And they're getting arrested for that? No, that's ridiculous. As long as, for me, right, they're not blocking access to the clinic, yeah? Then for me, I'm all for, yeah, let them be there. Let them be there. So what? And now they're getting arrested just literally for standing there in silent prayer. The UK is going to hell in a freaking handbasket at this point. It's absolutely nuts. It really, really is. I'm all for freedom of speech. I would be a hypocrite if I turned around and I said that I'm against those standing in, let's say, the abortion clinic zone, right, who are against it. But guess what? I'm not a hypocrite. They have every right to be there as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, though, as long as they're not blocking access to anyone wanting to go into the clinic, no problem with them being there in the first place as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, thanks for reminding me, SM. Flapper 27. But fat is our friend. Yeah. I gained a couple of kilos over the last month and a half. Because of, you know. But yeah. Fat can sometimes be a friend. Sometimes. Not always. Not always, guys. Not always. Now you're giving me ideas. Stef, pigs in blankets with potato cubes and gravy. I get them from the Christmas market. Give it a try, dude. Yes, I love this. Hail the pig, dude. One moment. Hail the pig. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. Dude. Susan, stay tuned on stefthealternerd.com because this is genius. I'm designing another one for this. Hail the pig. I love it. Hail the pig. Yes. Hail the pig. Hail the pig. Project Metal Music Head Mod says all hail the bacon. I like that, but this one's a little bit more for me anyway. Hail the pig. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Hail the pig indeed. Flabber27 says you're the best, Stef. You are too, mate. Come on. MBNG Creed Many says we should create a bacon meme coin. I love bacon. How would you even create one of those? How would you even do that? I wouldn't even know where to start. I really wouldn't. But yeah, on that bombshell, I'm off to eat bacon and continue my love for bacon. There we go. With that being said, thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in today on this live stream and kept me company right to the end. You guys rock. Thank you so much to everyone that's hit that subscribe button, that's liked this stream. Special thanks to those that have sent a super chat sticker, member only chat, or joined into today's gifting wars. You guys are extremely generous. Thank you so much. With that being said, that is it for today's live stream. I'll be next on this Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. Hopefully by then, this thing will be fixed. Fingers crossed. Thank you guys for bearing with me for the technical mic gremlin that's invading our studio at the moment. Appreciate all your faces. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. And until I see you on Sunday, you guys, laters.